Say, hello, everybody.
Yes, the Victorious Flames are with us now. We have Ethan Pickett and Isaiah Rivera representing the student body. Head coach Luke Yuklich will start off with a statement on this game. The Flames will play Bradley, number 3 seeded tomorrow night at 8:30. Actually, that's in about 90 minutes from now. So there's a lot to talk about, and we'll have Luke start off, and then we'll go to questions for all 3 of the Flames on the dais. Luke, please.
Thank you. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Unbelievable, tournament. Been fortunate enough to be a part of, just as a manager, as an assistant coach, and now a head coach. And there's nothing better than playing down here, except winning down here. And really excited about our guys. We've weathered some storms this year, but I've said on multiple kind of occasions that we have a locker room of character, and the process of staying with it, preparation, competitiveness, and all of that that goes into this game tonight was still around from January and February, and that kind of works a culmination, and the stick-to-itiveness and the grit and the resiliency was on display tonight. Hats off to, again, Southern. Coach Mullins on a really good season. They did a great job. We've had 3 just grinder games against them. And the last 2, they've done a really good job closing out games. And tonight we were able to really execute at the end of regulation to get it to overtime, and then just fighting the last possession of each the end of the game, and then overtime we were able to get to the free throw line and make big free throws. And kudos to Isaiah for closing that out at the free throw line and getting us to this point. We have just hard fought win. There's a million plays. Kind of talked to our guys about against Drake. We lost in 3 overtimes at home. And you can go through a myriad of plays that and calls and play calls and substitutions, and you just do your best. And that's what our guys did tonight. They did their best, and they came out victorious because of their heart, character, and togetherness tonight. So really, really proud of our group. It's a great first win for our UIC basketball program in the Valley, and these guys will remember that one.
Questions for anyone up here? Start right back there, and then we'll go here.
Coach, how does the overload of minutes tonight for your guys affect the rotations moving forward?
I think we went down to it. We've talked about 1 through 16, and it's truly going to have to be 1 through 16 to win 4 games. And we talk about a lot in the locker room about there being outliers. Each game has to have their own outlier, or somebody has to double their career average, or have an unbelievable rebounding game, or do a great job defensively. And it's going to be each game is going to foster a new opportunity for a new outlier. And we had these 2 guys that both had career highs tonight, and you don't anticipate that going in. And for that to happen on this stage, it was needed. Each one of those points by everybody was needed. So it's going to be by committee, and we know what we're up against. We played every team in the Valley. We know it's going to be difficult and hard, and you just got to find a way at this point, and with who's ever out there.
And what went sour for the offense in the second half?
Well, I thought they did a great job. We talked about it at halftime about trying to continue to play downhill. We had, I think, 23 paint touches in the first half. And we're living in the paint and had a pretty considerable size or point differential in the paint. And to their credit, they adjusted. They've got heart. They got character over there too, and they have a tradition, and they wanted to win too. And their defensive intensity and toughness on the ball, and their physicality on the ball, as well as their gap. They were just going to say you can make kick out threes, and we didn't make them early. We got a little stagnant, but it's that goes to their adjustment at halftime and their mindset of getting more physical with us on the ball.
Right here.
How do you keep spirits high throughout such an intense game and then overtime as well?
I think it goes back. It goes back to the season. I think this game's a microcosm of our season in a lot of ways. We've had a rough stretch in January. but we stayed with it. We weathered those storms to win a game at Illinois State and then come home and beat Northern Iowa. And then you just saw the team start to come together a little bit more and more as the kind of game did today. We've had good moments, and we've had some moments where we've really struggled this year, but I think the game, again, exemplifies our group. We played really well for probably about 32 minutes, and 8 minutes we played poorly tonight. And then when overtime hit, I think our guys just said enough is enough, and we're going to use all of those experiences and end that saga of our team's growth.
Thank you.
Yeah,
What's
thank
the
you.
game plan for tomorrow?
It starts now with with our training staff. Daniel Colligrove and Mike Schweiger do a great job with our team. So we'll start the process of getting the bodies and minds ready again, and obviously be a really light day. We played Bradley twice. We know they're really good. It's going to take a great effort. But that's why you come down here. You don't expect to win when somebody plays poorly. So we expect Bradley to play well. We expect to play well tomorrow, and we're going to have to do everything we can to make sure that we have our bodies and minds right first.
Left-hand side, gentlemen, right here.
Isaiah, this is for you. Just want to know, in that overtime, you guys made a concerted effort to definitely get to the line, get to the free throw line, and that paid off. Got you a lot of free throws, got a lot of points there. So that's the first part of the question. Just kind of wondering, what changed maybe from regulation to overtime, and then secondly, I want to know, part of that change was it got Xavier Johnson in foul trouble, made him foul out. How much did that kind of impact the game as well there?
First and foremost, give glory to God, allowing me to play this game with such great people. And I'd say my teammates, my coaching staff, just put trust in me. And the 1 through 16 guys that we were talking, that coaches mentioned, they made plays, big time plays, and that allowed me to get freed up and get downhill. Without their plays, who knows where we're at, but it's all kudos to them and for staying ready. And like Coach said, it's a lot of outliers, and I'm really proud of the guys like Ethan Pickett, JB, Jaden Brownell, Steve and Clay come in here. Don't know how much minutes they're going to play every night, but they stay ready.
Ethan, this is for you. Double overtime, a lot of those plays matter, right? People can get tight, can get tired. How much, just knowing the rocks in Isaiah's hands, how big is that to know that he's going to come through and that you guys are counting on him to make plays to get the W today?
Well, first I want to give glory to God. Without him, we wouldn't be here. But I trust Zay. I work out with Zay every day. I practice with Zay every day. We hang out. We get lunch. So wherever Zay has the ball, I trust him. I fully trust him. Before he shot the ball, I say, hey, bro, you close the game out. Let's win this. So just fully trusted him, and he trusts me. So I think that played a key role in just his confidence. Everybody believed in him. So I think that led to his success for sure.
Now we're in the back, all the way.
For the student athletes, could you just describe the emotions when the clock hit 0, what it was like to embrace with your teammates and with the student body following that win?
Ethan, you're first.
It's been a long time coming, so it felt great. It felt like a new life, honestly. We put in so much work, put in so much effort just to actually get that win and come out on top and celebrate with our fans, our family, the people that have been with us from the beginning. So it felt great.
We really appreciate the fans, the students that came down and supported us. That's big time. Just seeing them, the love that they showed today. You hear the UIC chants, and that's something that you look back on in 15 years, and you're going to remember that. So we really appreciate them. And like we said, without the fans, without everything, we can't do what we do.
Quick follow-up for Coach. As you touched on earlier, this was a milestone win for the program, first Missouri Valley Conference win. What does this mean for the UIC basketball program?
Well, I think, I told the guys in the locker room, I think for any Flame fan, alumni that's watching the game tonight, you saw a group that you can relate to. Group of hard-playing dudes. that are really good in the classroom, really good in the community, and really good on the court. And like for the first win to be in this type of emotional double overtime, it certainly is. It's certainly a memorable one for our guys in the program as the start of like. You try to keep telling the team. We talk about March all the time because as a mid-major, you know this weekend is it. You have to peak at this time of year. So you keep that on the mindset. You keep growing and growing and growing that mindset within your group that you want to know what it feels like to win a game down here, to win a close game down here, and for it to be the first. We want to have a dozen of these over the next 3-4 years where we're playing on the weekend and we're playing meaningful basketball in March. And that's what you work for in the weight room and you do all that work for. But for our program, like it's special. It gives you the chills. You get emotional about it because it's like there's a lot of work to this, and we know the challenge that it was going to be coming into this league. And to get this win, it's there's an elation to it, and a feeling of a pride and satisfaction for our group, for our program, but for the university and the Flames fans out there, as well as our alumni. That like you can wrap your arms around our team because of how hard they play and the kind of kids they are.
Anything else for the Flames? All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
Get some sleep.